Wait. Check. How's that? Check. Everybody loves to hear some Ryan. Ryan is the best.
Working.
Warren's not as
Check.
good. Everyone agrees.
So it turns out we weren't talking. That was the
Yeah,
problem.
I was just going
Yeah.
like a Muppet.
The first thing they tell you when you want to stream is to actually produce audible sounds from your mouth.
So
And we just forgot.
Yeah, that's true. Listen, it's our fault. We're going to take responsibility.
Yeah.
I'm not proud of it, but there it is. We just restarted all the equipment.
We're
there wasn't
quiet,
nothing
apparently.
was set wrong. You're quiet. I can fix that. Check.
Yeah, I can get real loud.
How's that?
I'm a big fat loudmouth.
Check. How's that? I'm just gonna keep saying how's that
Hey, main game boy.
because it sounds good in my I do have like a monitor here that I can supposedly hear what you guys are hearing, and it sounds good. But if you're telling me it's not,
all I see on YouTube is I disagree. I like Warren.
I disagree. I like Warren.
What was said before that? Oh, God.
Don't worry about it.
No, my ego needs this.
It sounds. I mean, does it sound fine or what's
Everything
the deal?
sounds good. That's what
I turned it
Sockdoor
down a
says.
little bit. Some people are saying it's too loud. Where is hold on, wait. Let's make sure that this got reset correctly. It looks like it did. We're gonna go to sources.
KDF says sounds good.
Okay.
You know what?
Ustream.
One person disagrees and they like me. So
I don't know if that's true. I don't
Stott
have
says we're
prepared.
good.
Okay. Check. We do look a little low though, but the
Well,
mains are good.
it's been a rough week.
That's true. I was sick all week.
He's been gone a long time.
I know, and it was like a week where we were trying to get stuff done, and it was annoying because I was sick.
Yeah, there's a lot of nastiness going around.
Okay.
Cody's sick as well. That sucks.
Sorry, guys. Mega Knight, I can't join Jackbox Discord. It says I have to verify my account. I don't know how the Discord works exactly.
I don't even know what Discord is. So,
Yeah, Warren doesn't know. It should be open to everyone. And if it's asking you to verify an email, that might be part of it.
Yeah, check your email probably.
So check your email.
Hi,
But
Tessie,
beyond that,
how's
I'm
it
afraid I
going?
don't know.
Yeah, all right. So
So,
do you want to tell people what
yeah,
talking
so
about
we're
here?
going to play, like Warren said in his tweet, we're going to play a version of Espionage today, and probably other things if we have time. But it's not wildly different from Espionage that you know from Party Pack 3, but it is a version we've been playing at live events, which we thought was really fun.
Yeah.
You may have seen pictures, or if you were there at E-League, CSGO event,
Yeah.
they did played our games before, and I think between some of the games every day, and that seemed to go pretty well. And the big difference with Espionage Live, as we're calling it, is that it's less focused on like 8 players in an audience, and more everybody is a player and anybody can win.
That's right.
It's because it's made for live events. You know, we don't let you type in your own name because you might type butts, and then we'd be like, "Hey,
Well,
this
now people are
is a family show."
So yeah, so it's a version of Espionage where everybody plays. So
Yes, and so that means everybody can get in. Everybody's a player today. Let's bring that up, shall we?
Cool.
Now, part of the live event stuff is there are different timers and things. It's meant for a large stadium atmosphere, or not necessarily a stadium, but so you're actually going to be going to, that's right, Jackbox.live, and I will bring this up for you.
I
right
saw
now.
your comment, David Ruiz. Thank you for clarifying that.
Was he talking about my song?
Yeah. So Jackbox.live.
Yes.
Live.
Different from our normal address. And really, anybody can get in on this one. I'm going to join in too. So
Me
it's
as
like
well.
Espionage. One of the differences is that everybody, well, I'll just let you see. I'll let you discover this. But it's meant to be a little bit more crowd-focused and also while still letting anybody in the crowd play.
Yeah.
There's
So
no room code.
just hit play and you're in.
That's right. I think, anyway. Is it asking you for a room code, or did you get
No.
it?
Yeah, hit play and I'm playing. So yeah, if you're in like a big event, this might be on the big screen as you're waiting in line for something, or maybe if you're getting a corn dog.
And if you're at a big event and it's not on the screen, flag someone down and ask why.
Yeah, like, hey, jerk.
We belong there just as much as they do. Who do they think they are? But yeah, it's the kind of thing that we've been hearing for a while, that like, oh, your games are so great before events. Your games are like, too. And we do a lot of events at PAX, and we have their carts, and we go around and play games in big sort of, crowds. and that always tends to go well. And so this is our foray into making something that is a little bit more crowd first, rather than having it be strictly couch first,
That's
as we
right.
typically do. I am having problems getting in. I'm seeing the fact that a billion people are in means it's probably just me. I don't know why. Remember,
Very
that's
odd.
Jackbox.live. And if I can get it in 10 seconds, I'll get in. And if not, you guys can enjoy not competing with my amazingness. I'm going to try a different browser here. Hey, that works. Play.
Better hurry. You just made it.
I think I just made it. Oh. I'm going to turn our game audio down a little bit.
Have you ever kissed a cat? I personally never would.
Ever?
Well, I see what cats lick, so same thing with dogs. I don't kiss my child. All I do is I kiss my knuckles before a fight.
Oh. But do you have secret nicknames for your knuckles?
I do. Lucy and Ethel. Oh, the misadventures they get into.
Okay, good to hear. You know what? This got plugged in wrong.
Oh, 48%.
Jacob deserves a raise for this. Say stuff. He does, actually. He did have to do a lot of testing. You'll also know that we're getting fun animal names.
Yeah.
So let me know about audio, though, guys, because my monitor that is supposed to be tuned just to you guys so I can hear what you're hearing ain't working right now. So I'm eyeballing it, and I'm hoping it's not too loud for you.
I'm just joking about kissing my child. Tessie girl.
Yeah, you would never kiss your child.
Yeah, exactly. Game sound is low.
Game sound is low. I just spiked it a little bit. How about now?
But you guys are good. Well, thank you.
How about we do that?
Ooh,
Let's
gone
go even
on
higher.
a juice cleanse. I don't think that many people probably have.
Lock it in. Juice cleanse, I'm saying 14%.
I went a little higher. I think 26%.
That's probably a better guess. The thing that if you guess low enough, it's like, well, it's almost a guarantee you're going to screw it up.
Yeah,
Because it's just
yeah.
too low. So you have to get there in the sweet spot, even if you think it's low.
No, I haven't played this version before. Is the scoring a little different? Like, is it 2%? Holy cow.
Wow.
Is it about getting on either side of the correct answer?
You know, I don't know. I was involved in discussions about this, but
Yeah.
I don't remember what I finalized on.
Gotcha.
So all I know is that it went over very well, and we wanted to check it out. I think the scoring has not changed drastically.
Gotcha. Well, like if you go over, do you automatically
Yeah.
plus or anything like that?
Yeah, I don't think so. I think you're still eligible to get, within X percentage of it and still get the
Gotcha.
points. Okay, game's too loud. What's better now? Okay, so how are we doing? Hey, Tessie girl. Sorry for the rough start on this stream, audio-wise, guys.
Yeah, we had to switch out a game computer too, so.
We did. Why am I not hearing what I expect to be hearing?
Oh yeah, it's a cool concept. Thanks. Yeah. Why have we never seen this before? This is brand new. This is something we're doing in like live events where if if you're at a big convention or like say TwitchCon, something like that, then yeah, it'd be playing on a big screen while you're doing something else. Yeah.
Right.
25%.
Alex, how's that sound now? I lowered our Twitch volume a little bit. Also, I'm using that the wrong preset here. What am I doing? There you go. I think anyone who says no is lying.
I don't.
I don't wear it like I'm not choosing to do that, but it's
Yeah.
going to happen. Oh, I see, Alex.
Thanks for the game. I'm out of here.
I'm out of here.
How many questions are in this version? I'm not sure. I think it's just the Espionage questions, right?
There's a chunk of generic questions from Espionage that we handpicked as being good for stadiums.
Yeah.
There's also, if we do this at particular live events, we may write questions specific to that event, which is what we did for CS:GO. Actually, I think they wrote a lot of those too.
Gotcha.
But we edited them. I miss you, Tessie, of course. So yeah, and this isn't really a retail thing.
Yeah.
Or at least it isn't yet. You can definitely see like, hey, maybe you would want to play this on your stream because everybody is playing versus just having audience. But it's meant for larger venues right now. But it's definitely something we could release as a retail thing at some point. Who knows? Little Durian in the so in the chat, who's Little Durian? Who's winning right now? Does it only work on your phone? You can play on any web-connected device as long as you're seeing the screen. Bring it up? Okay, stud. Thank you. I normally would have a better control of this myself, but for some reason...
Typically Thomas is Little Durian.
Says what?
Typically Thomas on the right is...
Oh, you're Little Durian? Well done, Typically Thomas. In the lead.
I'm going with a big answer here.
Oh, really?
Not big as in the total, but like I'm taking a big risk.
You're taking a risk.
Yeah, I'm going. Yeah.
Okay. I went 20s.
I went 8%.
8?
Yeah.
See, now I think that's a big swing.
I don't think people plan their wardrobe out.
I don't either. But I just felt like it was too risky to go that low.
Ah,
oh, you got it,
close,
though. Really close.
Yeah, I jumped way up. Nice.
I'm in 35th place.
I went from 25th to 17 with that.
Now, not a lot of people are playing, so I don't think I'm going that well at 35th, really.
There's 7,000 people on.
Oh, okay.
A planned staycation.
Yeah.
One of the best vacations I've ever had.
Yeah.
I didn't do crap for a week.
My most ambitious staycation, I cut short to get this job.
Oh, nice, nice.
It was like, hey, can I work here? I'm like, yeah, you better fucking start, though. We're behind. I'm like, okay. And I don't regret it.
Yeah, this is when I still lived in St. Louis. I don't think I even talked to anybody for a week. It was pretty great.
Was this before you were married?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
It was probably like 2005 or something like that. So I think I just watched a lot of baseball and read a lot of comic books. It was also summer, so I was just outside like all the time.
How long was it?
A full week.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's my kind of thing, man. I know that I feel bad sometimes because people are like, I'm going to Venice. And I'm like, I just want to play video games.
Oh, I know, yeah. 37.
Nice.
That was also when I was doing a ton of improv shows. So it was like not only working a real job, but then doing like a ton of shows. I was like, I don't want to think about comedy.
Yeah.
I don't want to think about people. Like, yeah.
I think that's a common mistake where someone's like, oh, it's a vacation, but I'll still do this.
No.
And then, no, you're
Cut it
losing
all
the
off.
impact.
Yeah.
It's a hard question to answer.
I do now.
Yeah.
When you're younger, it's just, I don't know, it's hard to be on top of those things.
Yeah.
But
254, you're on a staycation literally right now. That's great. I'm glad you're playing it.
Nice.
You're hanging out with us to check out some awesome new Jackbox stuff. Sorry about the rocky stream. I'm a little bit. Did we reroute this headset at some point? Because like I'm not
sure.
hearing my stream audio anymore.
Huh.
You know what? Correct that.
Tessie asked how long you've been here. I think you've been here, what, 2.5 years now?
No, not yet. I've been on here almost 2 years, I think.
Okay. Seems so much longer.
I know. I started in April of 2016.
Oh, that makes sense, because you, came in the middle of
3.
Quiplash 2, and yeah.
Yep.
So, yeah. Okay, I jumped up to 13th. Let's see if I can get in the top 10.
Well done. Dull Dodo in the lead now.
How many rounds are in this? It's open-ended, right?
It actually does have a game length. I think there's maybe 10 questions or something, and then it will start over again automatically, so you can leave it on.
Gotcha.
If you choose to have it sort of as a walk in and play whenever kind of thing.
Main Game Boy up to 8th place.
Tessie, what made you migrate over to YouTube? I haven't seen you on Twitch for a long time. Hey, Stud's winning. Nicely done, Stud.
Oh, I hope this is low.
Yeah. I mean, it's not that I don't see the appeal of, like, I just need to center myself. I'm going to go bowling by myself. But it's a little...
I'd rather just go to the bar.
Yeah. I mean, that's going to happen the same night.
Have you ever gone to a bar and drink by yourself?
Yeah, but I'm usually waiting for somebody.
Yeah. I've gone, because I used to work really weird hours when I first got out of college. And so sometimes you just have to be like, I really just want to have like a beer. Nice. And it's one of the weirdest feelings in the world because you feel like a disgruntled old detective or something.
Yeah, which is great.
I just want to sit and enjoy my beer, but like you can't feel like people are looking at you like, what's this guy's story?
Yeah. Well, the problem is I will go to a bar sometimes to get work done, and like I'll be like, I'm gonna do some writing and get a drink, but then I feel like very performative, and I'm not intending to be, but like I'm just writing the American novel.
Yeah.
When in reality, I'm just trying to hang out.
I also, before I was married, just did a lot of things by myself. Like I would go to movies all by myself, and it wasn't like a thing. Like I had friends who want to do things, but like again, it might be 8 o'clock on a Wednesday. I really kind of want to go see that movie because nobody's going to see it. Like, I would just go. So I never had a problem doing stuff like that. I feel like a lot of people feel weird about it. So
I definitely like to do. I think movies by yourself can be very therapeutic.
Oh yeah. Especially movies that like have been out for a little bit and there may not be much of a crowd. It's pretty nice.
Is that better?
Oh yeah.
Okay. I forgot I could change that. Yeah.
It's kind of like having a big living room then.
Yeah, actually, I agree.
What?
62. That's higher.
Oh, I fell big time from that one.
Most of these questions are from the first Espionage. Again, this is mostly a proof of concept-y thing, and it's also a situation in which we would use this game if we were at an event where we were probably writing some amount of custom content to that event anyway. Yeah, that's a good question.
Which is weird, being from the South. I have to answer no.
Wow.
Yep.
You just had all your guns.
Exactly, yeah. My car made of my guns.
It's not a safe car to ride.
No. All of the barrels point in. That's the problem.
Why? None of this makes sense. Oh, okay, Tessie, you're on vacation? That's cool.
This is not Espionage 2. This is Espionage.
Yeah. Well, it's Espionage Live.
So, yeah, again, for people just joining us, if you go to an event, you may see this on a big screen above a line or, you know, preceding an event or something like that. So.
Yeah, it's not right now a retail product anyway. It could. There's an argument that it might be fun to play on streams, like we're doing right now, but it's mostly intended for crowds.
See, I thought this would be flipped with the bumper car thing.
Yeah.
Like 2% for the senior photo, but then like 60% on the bumper car.
You thought the same assholes who took the pictures of themselves with the car.
With their bumper car.
With their bumper car, right. I'm sorry. Stod's still in the lead. Is there a minimum? I don't think so, because it's intended to be able to be played passively. You don't have to start manually, anything like that.
Yeah.
There are settings that are a little bit more behind the scenes. They're not easy to show you guys, but that you can set things like game length and whether you have to auto start and whether, you know.
Yeah.
So it will just start, and if nobody's playing, you can still join mid-game, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
And just your score will be wherever you jumped in. Are we working on Party Pack 5? We've not really announced anything, but we're working on games, and they will end up in some way to be bought this year.
Richard Fernandez, there is no room code. Just go to jackbox.live and just hit play. You'll be right in.
Yep. Jackbox.live.
There is no code.
66.
Oh,
I remember to guess.
Close. At 59.
Like Licewater Stud, exactly. And that's definitely a game we've been talking about doing this with as well.
Yeah, Licewater is fun to write, too. I haven't touched that in forever. But
Never worked on Licewater in any way.
just write some really dumb crap.
Great.
Oh,
Stod's giving us a raise in the chat. Yeah, I mean, I feel like, of course. Like, I'm
Oh,
not
yeah.
snooping, but just
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
give me the base. Because, like, I want to know what this person has made public about themselves.
Yeah, very true.
That'll tell me a little bit about them.
Very true. Not before a first date. I feel like everyone, like, like my current wife, I met her in an improv class. So I met her. So and then after we started like looking, I think I looked at like her Facebook
Sure.
page or something like that. Yeah. Right. This has got to be.
I guess
fairly
that's
high.
true. If I meet somebody online in the first place, I probably don't have their last name right away.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I'm probably not going to bother with that. But
When did they announce this? We kind of announced it a week ago. Yeah.
sort of, yeah. I mean, it was at the E-League event when they were playing Counter-Strike
Oh,
Go.
only 26%.
It's not a traditional announcement in the sense because it's not a product you can buy right now, but it is made mostly for events. Although, if you're running an event,
Hey,
hey,
good job.
well done, Stod. I believe that's Stod. But if you have an event that you think this would be good at, email, I think probably sales at Jackbox Games or
Yeah.
somebody, whatever the biz dev address is on our website.
Absolutely.
Probably be able to hook you up.
Someone asked if we're happy with the response for Party Pack 5. We don't have anything to say about Party Pack 5. Or
Oh,
if
I
it
was
even
thinking of,
exists.
yeah. I was thinking 4 in my mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, for the most part, I am. I think that, like, there were smart criticisms of Party Pack 5 that I agree with, and but mostly people were happy with it, and that's how I feel about it, too.
Yeah.
I think we definitely learned a few things. I've talked a little bit about it offhandedly, but I think there's a balance to be strike of, like, how much do you ask the player to do versus how much do you do for them versus, like,
Exactly,
is the
yeah.
game entertaining me in this moment, or am I meant to be providing all the fun?
Yeah.
And so there are things that times where that balance was working and times when it wasn't, but that's the case for probably all of our games.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Somebody's asking how's Party Pack 6 coming along.
Party Pack 6 is done, and
Yeah.
if you don't have that, you're probably not a time reaver like
Yeah.
like Warren.
Exactly.
But he can
we
probably
skipped to 8. We'll backfill 7. Yeah.
Yeah, when we get some good ideas, we have some great ideas for 8.
Yeah, yeah.
But they're not 7 ideas.
All of the jokes are centered around 2021. So we don't know how 2020 is going to work out. But a lot of it's about riding on ostriches in the future. So, but again, we don't know how we got to that point, like what the events of the world are that make us ride ostriches every day.
But it's gonna happen.
Yeah. So we'll figure it out.
Thanks for playing, guys, and we can play that again. On other streams as well.
Yeah.
But we just thought it would be cool to show you what we're working on. That's one of the few things we can show you right now.
Yeah.
Right now we're, working on other things we can't show you yet.
Do we have riff tracks in the?
Somebody said, "Did I read riff tracks?"
Yeah.
I don't know what you mean.
Is that still in our description? Maybe.
Oh, it probably is.
Last week.
That one is
Peter-
our fault.
Yeah.
Peter Hunter from Riff Tracks was on last week. Sorry for not changing the description. But that stream is archived on Twitch and YouTube. You
Yeah.
can go check it out.
It's a lot
He
of fun.
was a delightful, funny guest as always. And talked a little bit about the Riff Tracks live shows coming up in the UK, which I believe is in 2-ish weeks, 2-3 weeks.
Something like that.
We talked about that. We talked about Peter's favorite riffs, and we also played some very funny games that survived the internet. A game of Monster Seeking Monster that broke halfway through. Don't pay attention to that. We still don't know why that happened. And I think we played something else too. Oh, Earwax.
Earwax.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a fun stream. Check it out.
What would you guys like to play?
Yeah. What do you guys want to play? Do you have plans to put Jackbox in the App Store? It depends on what you mean. Most of our party packs are available on Mac App Store.
Yeah.
If you're talking about like as an iOS game, Party Pack 4 is on iPad.
Yeah, which I think is like a very good platform for
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
I agree. It's up in the air as to whether we'll do other things on iPad. We're sort of waiting to see what the response is. If
Yeah.
you like it, tell your friends to buy it on iPad, and we'll be more inclined to make more stuff on iPad.
Kind of seeing a full range of games between
Yeah.
everybody's selecting basically our whole catalog. So
I saw a lot of Civic Doodle, which we haven't played recently.
that's true.
Although,
Oh, the only thing is I saw some Fibbage 3 as well. So maybe we could focus on those two. Let's
Okay.
do it. Let's do Civic Doodle. We haven't done that in a long time.
the Ryan DiGiorgi hits, Civic Doodle and Fibic 3.
Yeah.
Let's try Civic Doodle first, yeah. Okay, I will go ahead and put the the room code into Discord. And if you don't know our Discord, here's a reminder. I'm open to suggestions as to how we do this. I mean, there's no good way to do any of this. we don't want to make it so that the same people get into the games every time. We don't want to make it so it's, oh, YouTube feels left out or Twitch feels left out. So we're trying to have a centralized place to put stuff like this, and where even if you're showing up to the stream for the first time, it feels like you have a fair chance of getting in.
Yeah.
But there's no perfect way to do it. So
I'll let you play.
Okay.
And then I'll sit out. That opens up another spot for someone to.
All right, I accept your challenge.
It's also good sometimes if I feel like one of us sits out and can monitor the chat.
Yes, that would be good.
Yeah.
Oh no, Civic Duel's the only one I dislike. Well, you know what? Typically, Thomas, that is so typically Thomas. That's fair. We're still playing it though.
I'm so glad that people like Enough About You
Glad
as
you
much
feel
as
that
they
way.
do. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like it just gets so much love, and it's
I am too. That's I don't know who originally came up with the prototype that was based on, but
I
it's
have
been
no idea.
around
It's been
Jackbox
around.
forever.
Yeah.
And
I'm
I
not
think
sure.
it was. Sorry, go on.
Oh, I was going to say, I feel like it, I don't know if it predates me, but I
Yeah.
feel like it's been a thing for a long time.
Yeah,
So,
it for sure predates me. But Mark Turwitz was the one who at least said to me first of like, just make that part of Fibbage 3. Because that's one of the reasons we hadn't done it, right? It was too close to Fibbage.
Yeah, and I also am not sure. I feel like Fibbage is like, if you put it in the world of Fibbage, that's what finishes the game. If you just play it, if that makes any sense. Because it does stand alone on its own, but something about doing it, like, you know how to play Fibbage.
Yes.
Now it's Fibbage about you.
It,
Something about that makes that work.
I agree.
Yeah.
You save having to explain a lot, and it also has a existing framework you can sort of
Exactly.
hook into.
And I don't know why that is, but like playing it separately before, kind of like, oh yeah, this is fun. And this something about the second you guys stuck it in Fibbage, it was like, well, yeah, this is a great game.
Yeah.
It's weird. Things like that are weird. So.
Yeah, I'm happy that it worked out. I'm also happy we decided to do audience in Enough About You because it's still fun to play. We originally weren't going to do it because we're like, the audience lies aren't going to even be close.
Yeah.
But it's still funny and
Yeah.
it still works, and it's like, why not? So I'm going to check the settings just to be sure because this is my Steam account, and who knows
That's
what
right,
settings
that's
I was screwing with. I guess we should mention that also our gaming PC froze before this
That's
stream,
right.
so we've been having all sorts of fun problems. I don't know why things go wrong when we only check right before the stream if they're working.
Yeah, this is.
Looks good to
Yeah.
me.
So.
I guess we should go ahead and turn sensor on.
Yeah.
Just in case. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Looks good.
This is also January. You would think is a slow time of year. It's one of our busiest. Like.
Yeah, we're concepting, we're testing.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna get in and then get ready in Discord.
Because a little bit of peek behind the curtain. Once we decide on what we're doing, my job is a million times easier. Even though I have way more work to do.
Yeah.
Like once you tell me, oh, you're writing for this game, and this is how this writing goes, then I just can zone out and write all day.
You get into a groove, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah. I'm just in that mode, and it's like, whereas right now I feel like there's like 8 different tasks that are completely different, and everybody's doing it. I mean, some even more than that, but
yeah.
uh,
And it's,
yeah.
I feel like you've said in the past, and it makes sense, that when even if you're working on 8 different games or whatever, you have an idea of like, oh, this one works this way, and it's like nice to be able to break it up and go, I'm tired of this, I
Yeah.
need to work on this for a while.
Well, yeah, because like for Fibbage,
People finish strong.
Fibbage is all about finding material. I can't invent anything. I can invent the. Somebody has to. Everybody's in.
I was waiting for them to finish drawing. Sorry.
Oh, gotcha. But I have to find the stuff for Fibbage.
Right.
I can't just sit down and start writing.
Hey, you.
Right.
So
Welcome to Doodle
that's-
Valley, population 60.
Here's some of the few things you did do
I
for
have
a game with no generics was
Thank
do
you
this.
all for
These were fun to
volunteering
write.
Or no
yeah.
content, I should say.
to participate in our town beautification initiative.
It's
Remember,
one of those things,
volunteers can still
especially
make a
this
difference
and
by joining the
Survive the
audience.
Internet.
The
We wrote
mayor wants to
so
turn
much
all
for
the
them.
plain,
I
old,
honestly
everyday
could not
walls
tell
of
you
the
what the
town
jokes
into a
are, and I'll see them like,
smiling
oh, that's a good
works
joke.
Yeah.
Isn't
Did I write
right,
that? I don't know.
Mr. Mayor?
Or is that Spencer? Like,
Whoever wrote that's a genius.
yeah. Some of the food stuff was great, and that was right around the time somebody on Slack put the Megan Amaran
As you can see, this
uh,
unit
Oh,
is
yeah.
already
puns
in
from The
progress.
Good
Good
Place.
Place.
Homer's boy
And
Leroy
we were
started
doing a very
drawing
similar thing, and like
this,
she had some
but he got
amazing stuff
distracted
on
by
there. I
a
was like, oh
weird
my god, I wish
dog
I'd thought
before
of
he
that.
could
So
finish.
Oh, those were so funny.
yeah,
I'm glad I finally got a chance to catch up on The Good Place recently.
great show.
I had not
good
seen
show.
it, and it was real worth seeing.
So who voices the mayor in this? That's Andy Pollin, his old man.
Old man from Jackbox, from like Jack fame,
Yep.
voices the mayor.
Uh,
Andy Pollin voices old man. Who voices the
timer
mayor.
to make sure you don't overthink it.
Okay, everybody.
yeah,
And
the Museum of
Alyssa
Art. Oh, Alyssa Davis,
is
yeah.
the host, who's amazing.
Go.
Who is a friend of mine. I don't perform much anymore, but she was in an improv group with me, and she auditioned for SNL last year. So just missed
Yeah.
it. Yeah, she was flown out to New York, did the whole.
That was really
shebang.
exciting.
Yeah, but me and my wife are really nervous for her, like, because I talked to her afterwards, and I don't know who was more nervous, like her.
Yeah.
Because it's just one of those things, like I don't know, you want to see somebody you know, like. Do
Totally.
well, yeah.
I mean, even whatever happens, like even just getting to audition is insane. Like
Oh,
it's
I
so
know,
great.
yeah. Because there's so many people in Chicago that are like really talented performers, and like there's like these audition showcases at IO that she was going
Yeah.
to, and just like killing it. Yeah, like she came in one day to record some stuff.
Very strong candidates.
that's pretty
It's
good.
up to the
Get me
voters
some
to pick a
achievements, guys.
winner.
Thank you. How do I not have all the achievements in this game? Oh, was it the poop one? Yeah. Nice.
And she was just telling me about like the material she was doing in her audition. Like that's hilarious. Like
Yeah.
it's really good. So
It doesn't surprise me. I mean, she's so funny.
yeah,
And like when she came in to audition for that, well, she auditioned. She was great. We went with her, and then we started talking about it. I'm like, so kind of like Amy Poehler a little bit,
Oh,
Parks
yeah.
and Rec, like a really enthusiastic public. And then she sort of like we played with it a couple different things, and then she was like, "Oh, cool mom, you want cool mom?" And I was like, "Yeah, that's it." And that like informed every part of
Yeah.
it. It was so great.
yeah, she does such great character work. So, well, you went to this. I was working on a screenplay,
Mhm.
and I had a reading where so people acted the thing out, and she was in it. And I didn't realize how many characters I actually gave her to do. I
Yeah.
think I must have subconsciously did that because like she was just like she was at one point talking to herself in a
Yes.
scene, and it's my poor planning. And she's like switching back and forth between the characters. It was really great.
Yeah, she was so
Yeah.
funny, and she like gave them each a very distinct thing to do.
Yeah.
It was fun. She's great. That's one of the cool things is, you come up with something
Ooh.
where you're just like, I don't know, this character is like a very loosely defined sort of, harried public servant.
Yeah.
And then it's cool to see somebody go like, well, I'm gonna actually take that and make something out of that. That's interesting.
Wow, guys. This is the most restrained game of Civic Duel I've seen so far.
It's not quite what I meant to do, but I'm going with it. Yeah, you got, slow builds are better in this game, or they can be.
Yeah.
Cody, at least you're not crashing the game this time. Don't worry. I was just saying to warn you, see that we should check out the stream tag today. So
Yeah.
if there's anything you haven't added, let's do that at the end of the stream, and we'll look at Twitter and see some fan art.
Hi, Withheld Storm. How's it going?
Yeah, hey.
Rack up those votes.
Foggy Facts with Old Man. Such a great song and a great segment. I still don't know. I mean,
Hey, here's an idea. Let's reward confusion.
I get some points? No, I still don't get any points.
Ah.
I have always been a fan of, Jack. I've always been a fan of the Old Man character.
Oh, yeah.
And I still, even now knowing Andy, don't know where that voice comes from in him.
I know.
Like
yeah.
he just sort of summons it up. It's
Yeah.
so it doesn't sound anything like his normal voice.
That's what I was going to say. Sometimes when you talk to someone who does a character, you can still hear that in
Yes.
there. And you're right. Like when you talk to Andy, you do not get that at all. So, yeah.
Yeah. Especially to know that he's been doing it for 20 years
Oh, I
now.
know, yeah.
Like it still sounds weirdly similar. Anyway,
I want to run an unofficial poll in both chats really quick. With, say, thumbs up or thumbs down, who likes Billy O'Brien?
oh, interesting.
Yeah. This is a very controversial topic. Just thumbs up, thumbs down, or some positive, negative.
I feel like I don't fully know your entire thoughts either. We'll wait though
Yeah.
until they vote. Thumbs
Thumbs
up
up.
says Colbo.
Time to vote.
Be honest. We're not going to kick you out of here.
No, well, we probably will for other reasons.
Somebody does a shrug. See, yeah.
Shrug is I
Yeah.
think a shrug is acceptable.
Thumbs up for his song.
Maybe
that's
just reminding people Billy O'Brien is the ventriloquist dummy, and
yeah.
you don't know Jack.
great. In the I think 2011, 15 Facebook. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Who it's Cookie's ventriloquist dummy who can't say B's or P's.
Because ventriloquism is hard in
Yeah.
for those letters.
Like, hey, Danny.
Those audience
Oh,
votes.
God.
Yeah, and he's got the song.
Who's the dummy?
Not me. I guess it'd be not me.
Not me.
Yeah, everybody's like, okay. So there are people that really dislike that question.
Go.
I guess they find it annoying or something like that. The first time I heard that, me and my wife were actually talking about this topic the other day about studying for this job. Like,
Yeah.
because it was announced, it was very, big citywide thing. I played like every Jack I could get my hands on, and I played the iPhone version, and that had Billy O'Brien in it. And it was like the second question, and it was about like which of these fruits are high in vitamin C, and it's like Tataya, Danina, and it's just and I was like crying laughing.
So stupid.
It's
I
just
love it.
it's like saying really funny words through that
Vote
voice.
away.
Yeah, I think and the fact that it's spelled out that way. So I mean, there's a fun enough challenge.
Yeah.
My vote would be yes. I think he's funny. I
Yeah.
don't overuse him,
Yeah.
but he's great.
I feel like I actually like Billy O'Brien because people find him. Yeah, I think if he's popping up every episode, then that's too
No.
much. Like every third episode's probably good. Yeah.
I agree.
At the same time, too, it's on the writing staff to make sure we
Here we
use
go.
him in the right way. I
Yeah.
feel like that's one thing I learned with Facebook because I loved him so much. Maybe some of the questions I wrote were just so-so, but then once you get the handle on him, it's like, no, make sure he's saying really ridiculous stuff that people go, oh my God, what am I reading right now? Yeah.
Yeah, you kind of have to learn
Magnificent. I couldn't
where he
imagine
is
adding
best
anything
used.
else.
Yeah.
Now I
Yeah,
need
and
to
somebody's the
title.
Paul Rudd
Suggest
episode of
what I do
Jack,
right
which
now.
I believe has Billy O'Brien. It definitely has Old Man in there.
Yeah.
I thought we wrote a Billy O'Brien for that. The Paul Rudd was fun. I think that was Arnie's idea. Not like doing the specialty thing, but about making Paul Rudd. It was either Arnie or Spencer. I can't remember.
I remember Old Man that episode. I don't necessarily remember if Billy was in that one, but
Yeah, it's hard to remember completely. I do remember Old Man because I wrote a bit about Old Man thinking he's playing a prank on Cookie and
Right.
was just
Okay,
terrible
vote
at
for
it.
your
yeah.
favorite.
right. The crappiest drawing. Well, you know what? You have to accept that you helped make this bad drawing. Actually, I like this drawing though.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I think.
I'm glad we just did a nice one.
You guys, this is so cool. I think Jack 15 has some of my favorite commercials too of the modern era. I feel like the classic Jacks are pretty hard to top, like Uber Nostrum and stuff like that.
Uber Nostrum. It just made me feel more like a woman.
Uber Nostrum.
Audience?
I know we could talk about old Jack commercials all day,
Oh, yeah.
but I agree. There's some really good ones. Those new
Killing
ones.
me. Time to reveal
I don't
your
think I saw that one.
art.
Great.
This
That's
will
just pleasant.
Definitely affect tourism, one way or another.
Will you look at that?
Beautiful.
I'm surprised Brown Man hasn't played this back yet. Well, message him and tell him to
Yeah,
do it.
message him.
Where's the next stop on our beautification tour?
Let's see.
Art, farts,
Here.
artsy farts, fartsy arts.
I think we're really gonna change some lives.
The
with
one
this
thing we wanted to do that we didn't have time
Go.
for or to prioritize was to make it so that those fake points of interest are in some kind of logical order. Because sometimes they were written in a good order,
Yeah.
and then they just get randomized.
Does your office play the phone trivia games like HQ, like we do? No, we don't. Does anybody play?
I
Some
play
people
HQ.
play HQ, yeah.
There are definitely people here who play it. We
Yeah.
don't really gather around and play it.
No, I would say we really only gather around to play games that are weird.
I want to know what's happening on the left. I'm sorry, but there's like,
Oh, it's starting to
are
come
you
together.
purposely scratching very? I guess he might be on a computer and he's using a mouse.
Oh.
It's looking interesting. I'm sorry to interrupt you.
No. But we'll play like our game prototypes.
It's voting time.
And then I feel like once we kind of get to a point where, okay, this is what we're working on, then we'll switch back to playing like some board games on Friday afternoon.
Oh yeah, we definitely
Yeah.
play games in the office
Yeah.
just for fun and for inspiration.
And some guys out there playing computer games and stuff. I feel like usually I just go home.
Yeah. We played. We did do it as a group at least once or twice when it first came out because we wanted to see what it was all about.
And of
HQ,
course,
that
the
is.
Oh, yeah.
audience's voice must be heard.
It was a hard
Ooh.
pick. Like there's a lot you could do with the one on the left, and I admire the sort of uniqueness of it. But also, that was a nice simplicity to guy with tongue out, and I also
Up
thought
next,
a lot of possibilities there.
go.
Hey guys, am I late to the party? Well, if you have to ask.
Just a little bit.
Luke Bennett, we played a new version of Espionage, which is more like a live version of Espionage you play in a large crowd.
It's meant for large crowds or gathering stadiums. It's more of a, it's not really a retail-y product that it could be one day, but right now it's just something we have for events, and they played it at E-League, and
Yep.
wanted to show it off to you guys.
Yeah, Espionage, yeah.
Yeah, XMO08 is right. Put eyes on it. That's that's part of the problem here. I feel like we're not sure what to do with this fellow. See that? I feel like you ruined it the last second.
Yep.
Maybe not everyone is seeing what I am. He's like sort of a hunched over creature with pulled back ears in my.
Yeah, yeah.
Like he's facing to the right, in my estimation.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because I thought they were drawing teeth, kind of like
Yeah,
back
right.
teeth or something like that. Yeah.
And then he also has now a nice fun pendant, which is interesting.
Well, he's going to college.
I guess
in the
that's-
Count those
1920s.
votes.
The fighting Jabberwockies.
And the
That's his big
audience.
fur coat like they wore in the 20s.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot. Not a lot of love for that one on the right. Oh, but he got it confusing. He got some points. It looks like a dino bird. Yeah, that's right.
There you go. It's an Archaeopteryx.
Up next, go.
Oh, a scythe. Okay.
Oh, a scythe. Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can
Remember, you can undo.
correct. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's up to you. I don't want to stifle your creativity, but I'd like you to have some. Yep, keep it going. This is the right move.
Let's see what's happening.
You're doing a
here.
great job. Now, remember, I do have sensor powers. Do you want to keep playing?
Stop.
Great, good.
A very Danish obscenity.
City of Stop. There you go. See? Wasn't that nicer?
Vote away.
In fact, I'm going to vote for yours. I feel like you saved it.
Oh, that's great.
Just a little bit of detail versus... Anyway. Sorry, stop.
Fantastic.
If we play another game, which we'll see if we have time, we have sort of an out at 5 here. I'll put the code in the YouTube chat first.
I
Go,
love
go.
this part. Plus the audience.
Audience swung it.
Oh.
Well, you know what? It's part of running the game is
Next up,
defining standards.
go.
All right, my turn to really knock this out of the park.
He's going to choke. So going to choke. Boo, getting scared by the sensor. Hey, we run a very authoritarian stream here, all right?
That's true.
So, no thought crime. I thought the stream was starting at 9 o'clock, but I think it would be this late. Yeah, we've been doing 3:30 Chicago time. I have to bounce by 5 o'clock, so
Exactly.
that's my thing. So, yeah, you'll always check us at 3:30. At least that way you get a little extra time, actually, because before I think we would do 6 to 7. So, while it's earlier, you get an extra half hour.
It's voting time.
I like the red eyes. I don't know what is going on the lower right there.
I thought Central Time is 3 hours behind.
Behind
Maybe
what?
if you live in Prince Edward Island.
Yeah.
Or maybe Rio is probably 3 hours ahead of us.
3 hours is Central Time. Central Time is 3 hours ahead from West Coast, right? Or is it more than that?
Oh, wait. He's saying behind.
I know, it's not behind, though.
Yeah. Well, if he's saying it for him, it's 7:28. But he was saying 9 o'clock, so that'd probably put him more like Ireland or UK, yeah.
Okay, I might be completely wrong or misunderstanding.
Let's just say Hawaii.
Fair enough. Well, I hope you're liking it
Yeah,
in
2
Hawaii.
hours ahead of West, yeah.
This piece
Okay.
is just screaming for a a good type.
Too bad I'm European.
Let's
It's
hear one.
129 a.m. So you're 7. So okay, so you're
Oh,
probably
yeah.
like France, Netherlands. That's
Right. So the UK is 6,
Yeah.
right? So that'd
Yeah.
be 10:30.
Yeah.
Yours is 129. So yeah, you got to be farther west, right? Or farther east, I mean.
Yeah. Hey, Willie Does Things. How's it going? William Allison. Hello, I'm a prick.
Fair enough.
Pick your favorite and vote.
I always heard it was 9:30 in Scotland. Okay.
Scotland.
I feel like I've been meaning to like do this too, like at times like this. If you guys have any like random questions, why don't you just ask them? I feel
Sure.
like we should do this maybe even before the stream sometimes, like have people tweet us some questions, and that way we have a chance to think about them. So
Sure, if you want.
Yeah.
We have limited. We're limited in what we can answer about upcoming games.
yeah,
You're free to ask. We may not be able to answer. Beyond that, yeah.
I still own the first Jack game disc. That's awesome.
Toss
Awesome.
those
Me too.
audience votes in.
I was a fan at a young age.
UK, Scotland share the same time. Yeah, that makes sense.
Let's
yeah.
see exactly what you're responsible for.
Consider Monster Seeking Monster for Pack
I
6,
love
maybe.
it. I'm just
Could be.
at a loss for words.
Pretty arty.
Pretty arty. Sockshore is running away with this. Oh well, reel's coming up.
What's next on the agenda, sir?
Oh, I got a special treat for our budding artist, Dr. Zydeco.
Any hints? You know, a lot of stuff we don't even know yet.
Mind.
Yeah,
Is
we
You're
don't
all
really
so
have a lot we can.
talented.
I mean,
wanna commission
there's things
you to
we're
do
not
a
going to talk about, but there's
The
not a lot we
hang
can talk about
Right.
from like they don't exist.
Right. We have an idea of like what's probably going to
Yeah.
happen, but we don't. There's very little we would
Everybody
even be
brace
sure certain to tell you.
yourselves, because you're
Well,
all drawing
We're
at
pitching
once
things
this
right
time.
now,
Like all of Warren's ideas out the window,
Oh.
just pitching them.
I have had some really crap ideas.
It's not true.
Yeah, you never know with things.
Yeah. Is Jack coming back again?
Okay,
It's
but
pretty much the same thing we always say, which is we all like Jack here.
Ah,
Maybe one day we will
Yeah.
do it. We don't have anything specific to.
Exactly.
Say about
We
it.
all know the issues about Jack, so.
He gets like this sometimes.
Any
Let's
sequels?
just start by drawing the face on the
Again,
left. Doesn't matter
nothing
what it
is.
looks like.
We're so undecided about
Yeah.
things right now. Yeah. This is why we always scramble in August. Because right now we.
Yeah,
don't know
I
what
mean,
we're doing.
we should probably know the answers to these questions.
I think right now our focus is on new stuff, like as far as the mood around the office.
Yes.
So threesome confirmed. Yep, yep.
One day.
I worked a little bit on for like an hour on like a better version of threesome. Unfortunately, for threesome, Life's Water gets so much of it right that I feel like I'm just making Life's Water more complicated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe you're secretly making Life's Water too, and you don't even realize it.
Oh, that's true. A question containing a pattern. Is it only one sequel in each pack and that's it? No, but like,
No
I feel
bad
like
two
odds
had
here.
what's
Let's
that? Oh, that's
pick which
true.
is best.
Yeah. We try not to do sequels. We don't want to burn people out on an idea, or like we want to create new properties, and like we don't want you to feel like you're getting a party pack and you're like, well, I already kind of own a Quiplash, or I already
Right.
own a
Or-
Fibbage.
yeah.
It's like, so why should I buy this?
Or
Yeah.
if we're doing Fibbage 2 or Fibbage 3, we want to be able to very clearly say, here's the new thing. Like, it's not just more Fibbage.
Yeah.
And it's not even a matter of like, oh, let's back guess what we could do. It's like, why would we do more Fibbage? We don't want to
Yeah.
do it unless we something interesting about it.
Yeah, yeah. I think that's exactly the way to put it. Like, there's something about the property that needs to be taken to the next level. It's kind of like when a
let's give
movie
that
does a
middle
sequel and
face
you
a
watch
love.
it, and you're like, why did they make this movie?
Right. This
Yeah,
is
yeah.
right.
It's
Or
like, no, there's a reason to do it. Yeah.
right, like we want to be Toy Story 2 rather than Shanghai Nights.
Instead of Paranormal Activity.
well,
Yeah.
there's
Shang,
some-
did I see Shang?
you
Oh,
yeah, you
they-
did.
They
Legally
go to
you
the
had to.
UK. That's right.
Yeah.
That makes no sense.
No,
like,
it doesn't.
because Jackie Chan was from China in the first one, Shanghai Noon,
Mm-hmm.
and then what's his face? Owen Wilson
Mm-hmm.
is a cowboy.
Mm-hmm.
So
Everything you're saying is true.
So they're gonna go to England.
Yeah. But that's the brilliant. You don't get it how brilliant that is. That's because you would never expect it.
You know what? I did see that movie. I know what the climax is now that I
Yeah.
think about it. Yeah.
Wait, is there a fight in Big Ben?
Yeah.
But that's also the climax to every American movie set in the UK.
Oh, that's true.
So you might be
yeah.
forgetting something.
Yeah, European Vacation.
I'm
was
pretty.
that way?
And
That's true. That's my
Oh,
favorite
there's some
part
good
of it.
ones here. I like the devil.
Yeah, these
I
are
like
all good
the-
options.
Whatever the dab thing is.
You like Dab Man?
That's interesting.
There's something about weird Kermit that makes me want to hover my finger over that vote button. In fact,
yeah,
I'm
now
gonna
that I see that. Yeah,
do it. I like that there was no attempt to color him green.
yeah.
What about a sword card game like Weird Poker? We've definitely prototyped card games.
Weird poker? I'm not sure if I
Um,
know that.
Well, I assumed it was. I didn't. I assumed it was just like
And
Weird
the
Poker,
Weird.
like a
oh,
weird
gotcha,
version
gotcha.
of poker. But there might also be Weird Poker that I don't know about.
52 card pickup. Yeah, your TV falls off the wall.
now I think
Yeah, and you have to pick it up.
Pick up all the shards of glass. Oh, we're wacky here at Jackbox Games. I also don't know how new televisions work because I assume that they're just made of glass.
Yeah, they're made of shards of glass with no actual electronics.
But yeah, right now, not to be, I don't know, vague, but that's kind of where we're at. Where's a lot of stuff being talked about, thrown around, and things will start to solidify very quickly, though. And we'll probably, once that happens, we will. I know one of the things that has already kind of come together. We'll probably talk about somewhere in the near future.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, I can't guarantee, but it's likely that we'll have some things to start talking about around PAX time.
Yeah.
Okay,
In March.
vote.
Now let's see. There's always a great argument for face that's entirely a mouth.
That's true.
Like I'm definitely into that. There's sort of a fake Jackbox version guy, kind of like him.
I do like the above Ernie, like number 6.
Oh, now I see what that's supposed to be. Yeah, I'm going with above Ernie. I really liked 4 too, though, guys.
Add in the audience.
This is the most in-depth Shanghai Knights announce I've ever heard. Well, you know what, Sayastad? I think you spelled Shanghai Knights wrong.
You did. I noticed it should
Yeah.
be KN because they're Knights of
Finally,
Justice.
finish off this drawing
And
with
also,
anything
you didn't
want.
listen to Warren and I's
Don't mess
podcast
with
about
it.
Shanghai Knights if you think this is the most in-depth.
So Peter, who was on last week, does that podcast sequel remake,
Yeah.
prequel sequel remake.
Yeah.
And then we might do something with him on that in the near future. And I am interested as what.
I hope we do because it seems fun. I need to actually get more into that
Yeah,
show.
yeah. I need to
Catch up.
listen. I've listened to one. I need to listen to some more. Yeah, we got you, son. We got you. All right. Well, let me ask this question: if you
Who wants to party?
if we were to do a sequel,
Okay, yeah.
what would you guys like to see? I already know the answer to some of this, but
I kind of choked. I don't know.
which one's yours?
Lower
The
right.
Jackbox games.
No, that would be a pretty good choke, though.
Quiplash.
So that's okay.
Last
What would you
vote.
like to see in another
Let's cherish
Quiplash? Because
this.
I mean, we have ideas, but it's something where we're like, is that worthy of a sequel? Like, what does Quiplash 1 or 2 not do that you would want
Yeah.
Quiplash 3 to do?
I want Quiplash with more Schmitty responses. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely a thing.
The thing with the Schmitty responses, I think we need to figure out a way to trip them a little easier because I feel like there were so many in the first one that nobody just ever saw. Because some of them were tied to like my terrible puns that like nobody's going to write those things. But we didn't also want them happening all the time.
Right.
So we got to find that balance of like,
What
well,
did
they
the
should pop
audience
up,
think?
but you shouldn't have to write. I think QE Poo was one for like a boat designed
Mhm.
for Queen
Okay,
Elizabeth or
time to
something.
Yeah.
like that,
take it all
yeah.
And
Or the
only
name of
you
the
would
toilet
write
paper,
that.
yeah. Oh yeah, prequel sequel remake.com. Yeah.
Holy
Thanks, Todd.
crap, that's
Yuxi, I'm
good.
keeping my ideas
You
to
all
myself.
taught me
Well, there
that
are
just like
ideas.
That's
politics,
yeah.
art is
That's
about working
that's fair.
together
You
to
can
make
you can
things
keep
better
it to yourself.
for everyone. Sorry, just kidding. It's all about winning.
Yeah, the world's most boring video game. Yeah, that was great. When Schmitty just goes off.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so funny. I think I've said it like 8 times, but like I remember I wrote something like, "Oh, you should just curse them out here," like, and then it came back. I was like, "Oh man, that's
Yep.
way better than what I had in mind."
And don't forget to view the gallery if you want to
Yeah,
share
that's
your
right.
stuff on Twitter. Good game, guys. Let's see. We have 20 minutes. I think
Yeah.
we could squeeze something in here.
Yeah, I think so. How about? Hey,
How about Civic Doodle?
I'm trying to think of what the quickest game. It doesn't have to be in this pack, but like Fibbage 3 is probably pretty fast.
We had
As-
some. Sorry, we had some
Oh.
enough about you requests. We could do that variant. We
Yeah.
could do-
Okay. Let's do it.
Or you know what? We could do regular Fibbage because we don't have to play a lot of that. We can just
that's
you and I.
true.
Will you can sit out.
Yeah.
Let them play.
Rat Boy on a 20-minute loop.
Yeah.
You know what? We need to find a way that we won't get in trouble. Just watch
And
Rat
watch
Boy.
all of Rat
Yeah,
Boy.
yeah.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, I just want to see it. It's not even like that. I think it's going to be a great streaming experience.
Yeah.
I just want to see it, and I think others do too.
So if your uncle worked on Rat
If
Boy,
your uncle is Rat Boy,
or somebody you know has the rights to Rat Boy and will give us permission, please contact us.
I agree. All right, we let
All
the
right.
YouTube folks in first this time.
Oh,
What?
yeah, there's audience. Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
This'll
yeah.
be fun.
mhm,
Yeah.
It's up there.
I was like, shit, I didn't do anything.
I
in
didn't
the
look either.
settings.
But
Be
Cody-
aware that timers may not be on. So
Oh,
we'll see. We'll see. I'm sorry, what were you saying?
No, I forgot about that.
It's my fault. I shouldn't have started the game. I should check settings. So.
Well,
Attention players,
I think
this
it is.
will be a completely full game. Please put your luggage in the first available compartment.
Cody, if
And
anybody
anyone
says anything
else who wants
offensive, it's up to
get
you to
in
censor.
can be in the audience.
If censoring is
The
on.
audience gets to throw extra lies into the
If
mix
not,
and guess the
I'm
truth
gonna
along
pour a
with
soda on this
players.
computer.
Let's do this.
That's my computer.
That's the way we built
No,
it.
but don't.
That's just the way it goes.
This is round one. You'll get 500 points for everyone you fool, and you'll net 1,000 for finding the truth.
All right, Mega Knight.
All right, choose a category.
Oh, what's the category that like
We
porn
keep
challenge?
not. Yeah, porn challenge.
Yeah.
I still don't think we've seen it. I remembered what it was eventually.
Oh, okay. I'm
Um,
not sure. I remember. Yeah.
Do you remember the question about?
If you can't think of anything, that lie for me button will give you a suggestion.
I can't think of a way to describe it without giving it away because I don't remember how we phrased it.
I'll look it up when
Yeah.
Yeah. I've seen this one like 3 or 4 times. Yeah. I also wrote it, so it's like.
Yeah, I've seen
my
it. I've
head,
seen them
yeah.
all so many times. Is it a PG rated stream? No, it's I would even say an R rated stream, but no, nothing hateful, nothing sexist.
That's the thing. Just don't make anybody.
Yeah, it's not about the language itself.
Yeah. Don't make anybody feel like they don't belong or anything
Yeah.
like that. Yeah. You know.
You
like,
know how to be
yeah.
good, but you can swear. You can say swears though.
Yeah.
Pick the one that looks
Just don't
true on
aim
your
them at
device.
anybody. So.
But I like how before we clarified that everyone was like, really conservative answer. I think it's funnier.
Church.
Yeah, would now be closer to God. I think it's funnier to just have an answer that might be plausible,
Sure.
and then find out. I mean, maybe not always funnier, but it's
Yeah.
more fun in some instances.
Let's see what everybody selected.
Somebody
Rather
knew the
just
answer.
being like,
Yeah.
but.
Somebody knew the answer.
All right, fine. You pointed out that we should have put these phrase for left-handed people. Oh, Cody, you didn't know that? That was funny, if so. Yeah, like we've talked a little bit about before, we try to guess ways you would type the correct answer in and merge them with the correct answer
Yeah.
so that this doesn't happen where you're getting something that's wrong. Can't get everything, unfortunately.
What?
Not
That's
that
okay.
one. I do like our Whoppers are now fries.
Pretend you're at your mom's house. That's the language that yeah, I guess so.
Pretend you're at Warren's mom's house.
Yeah, that's true.
She swears like a sailor.
Yeah, she's just been on the sea for so long.
Well, that's her upbringing. I mean, you can't blame her.
Again, you know what we're saying. Just don't
Yeah.
say anything terrible. to
Racist,
people. Yeah.
sexist. That's the main stuff. You can swear.
We're an all-inclusive stream here. Everybody should have a good time.
If you try to answer censor the truth, it will tell you cannot censor the truth. Well, actually, it doesn't say the truth. It just says you can't censor this option, and you can glean that that's probably the truth. But it's probably not it's probably not an efficient way to win the game, and it only works for the VIP. It takes too long.
I like this one. This is
Yes, I like this one too.
Okay, enter your lies.
You don't have an option to send. Oh, okay.
Well,
maybe that's not on.
then everybody be cool.
Yeah.
We can still stop the stream.
Shut this thing down.
Mm-hmm. So part of the fact is we usually have our gaming PC here set up to stream, but it's just acting up like everything else. And so I put my laptop up so we could play. So it's whatever settings I was last using when I was probably testing the game. Blitz Arctic Wolf. The odd name of Jeff. Odd
Okay,
name of
take a
Jeff.
look and find the truth.
Arnold Warren.
That's hilarious. What's it to you? Cocaine Baggy, Mac McMac, Metallica Rules at hotmail.com, Saddam Hussein, not guilty, Clean Man, King Abdullah, Batman, Ben Superman. Yeah. I do have the problem because Warren is not my first name.
That's right. I
So
always
when
forget that.
order
Hey,
stuff and go to
what did
pick
everyone
up, like my first name, Raymond, I have 3 first names. So I'll say, like, I have an order for Arnold. I'll say the last name, and they'll go look for it. And like, oh, like Raymond. Or so, like, I always have to, like, give them some permutation of my name, and it's very frustrating.
And then it's like, all right, Calvulon, the name
Yeah,
I use
exactly.
online.
Or if they'll be like, oh, is it Arnold Raymond? It's like, no, it's Raymond. So.
Right, 'cause-
And the only reason I
yeah.
do that is because if you pay with a credit card, that's like what pops up. So,
Right. That is that's annoying. I will say my name is annoying because no one can spell or pronounce it, but you might have it worse.
It's more just like people get confused. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the last name being a first name that trips them up, I think. So
Yeah.
I'll just put a modifier on the end or something like Arnold Wolowitz or something like that.
Yeah.
Just one long word.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So I was
Warren Arnold
worried
Wolowitz.
that this would be too easy to pick out because of like the bin. There's like
Yeah.
nobody would write that, but apparently it worked.
Yeah, and also it's spelled Supar, which also I thought might make it stand out,
Yeah.
but
yeah.
it seems to work.
Yeah. I was 50-50 on sending this one your way. So I was like, I feel like people are going to know which
Yeah.
one it is. But it seems to work.
I
I've seen
think
it twice now. And
It
has
plays.
some- yeah. Oh, hi, Mark.
Let's see what we got. A Chinese therapist named Xiao
My
Hongqi
friend said,
performs
Schmitty,
an
rude.
expensive yet painful
William
treatment
Allison.
for poisoned blood known as blank therapy. Type in your lies now.
I don't
You
know
know,
this one.
I don't remember this one.
Yeah.
I know there was. I know like it could be one of like 4 different things. I'm trying to think of which ones made it into the game for all the weird medical stuff.
Does somebody not know who Saddam Hussein
I can't tell if that's serious or not, and I don't know that I want to go down this road with that person.
Luke, the next stream will be next Thursday at 3:30 to 5.
Yep.
Joey Jojo Jr. Shabadoo.
Shabadoo.
That's the worst name I've ever heard. Joey Jojo.
What episode is that from?
Crap. What happened? Oh, I got a problem. Oh, crap. I forgot the context. So he's at Moe's.
Oh, it's my. Oh, it's not me. It's my friend. Is that what?
Yeah,
That,
he's like, I got this problem. And, what's your friend's name? Joey Jojo Jr. Shabadoo. Crap. Why? I cannot remember the full context of that
Let's see
episode
how
now.
things shook out.
I remember the scene now, though. I mean, I remembered it, but I remember like what happened around it.
All right, if somebody knows the... Yeah, I can't check out the YouTube. But if somebody knows the episode that's from, that's bothering me. See, this is what happens now they run Simpsons Trivia instead of playing Simpsons Trivia. Like, yeah. Oh, it's, I know what it's from. It's the one with Mindy where he's going to have an affair.
Yeah,
That's it.
That's right.
Once I saw it. So this is how much of The Simpsons I've seen. If you show me a clip, I can recognize the animation style.
I was going to say, you
and
got it
stuff.
right away.
Yeah,
and it was
yeah.
just Moe's Tavern. There was
And
nothing.
Even the voices sound a little different. Like,
Mhm.
it's just weird when you've seen something so much. You're like, oh, this is clearly season 4, season 5.
Yeah.
Like, and just, yeah, it immediately clicked with me when I saw it. So, Last Temptation of Homer.
Yeah,
Yep, yep.
that's the one Mindy,
Yeah.
right?
Old
Good memory.
Mindy, you came.
Yeah, you came and you brought me a turkey. On my vacation away from
was a big
worky.
believer in this technique.
Gosh.
So ridiculous. Yeah, if any of you live in Chicago, I do big Simpsons trivia night once per month, every third Monday of the month at Pizzeria Serio.
I still need to go. I'm afraid I'm ashamed I haven't yet.
Yeah, we
so
should I should just have that Jackbox team come out.
Yeah.
Whoops.
I'm for sure in. Oh God.
Yeah,
Oh, we're
I
good.
thought it went black. but
Yeah, because it
uh,
was. Yeah.
Yeah. The next Simpsons trivia night is actually on President's Day. So, yeah.
Yeah. So if you don't
and-
want to think about the president on that day.
That's right. Andrea Pearson, I do it at a place called Pizzeria Serio. It's roughly Addison and Belmont, so kind of the north side, yeah. When do you stream? Right now, actually.
Right now,
Thursdays at 3:30 to 5.
it's funny when people don't realize this is the actual Jackbox channel.
Oh, I know.
I
yeah,
guess weird that you may not know. I mean, I get it.
Yeah, and somebody says they stream mainly Thursdays. We're back.
We're
Like,
trying to make that more
healthy.
regular.
Yeah, I would say before I left for paternity leave, we were really nailing it. We'll get back to that.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And like we always say, but it's really true. We are working on a new space where things will be a lot more up to speed technically and hopefully a little more reliable.
Yeah. Yeah, Stott, if you ever want to come in, let us know.
I'd love to hang out if you're here, Stod.
People expect Arnie or Ben to be here.
It's true.
You know what? There's other guys with beards.
All right, who picked what?
Although, having said that, especially when we get that bigger space, we do want to have more people and different people on the stream.
Yeah,
And it's
or
always our
even
dumb
other
faces.
streams and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Would be ideal, but we'll see how that works out.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. We've talked about it for a long time. Where it's like we have multiple streams.
Yeah.
But we're not on there all the time, so you have to put up with us. So.
Yeah. Right now, it's like the reason we started doing it is just like we need to find people who are stupid enough that they will actually make time for this every week
Yeah.
and not, be too busy, even though sometimes we are.
Alex is saying he's been mistaken for Arnie. I think that was PAX East where I had to answer a ton of Magic Tavern questions
Great.
because people walk up and see a tall guy with a brown beard and just be like, "Oh, I really love this episode." And I'm like, I don't.
They didn't even say, "Are you Arnie?"
They would
first?
just come up and start talking to me like I was Arnie. And I
Wow.
remember telling him that when I got back. I was like, "Nope, you have the wrong guy." But yeah, it's great. And then I think somebody would be like, "Oh, you're Warren. Well, what's Arnie like?"
I mean, what is he like, though, really? None of us really know, for sure. That's hilarious.
Oh, come on.
JD Slush, get the word out if you want us to have more subs. I mean, part of the reason is we've not historically streamed as regularly as we want to. We're trying to.
But our YouTube has really been growing a lot, too. So
Yeah.
so.
We're also streaming simultaneously on Twitch if you don't realize that. So both are good. Matt, do you think the questions are easy because you've seen the question before, or are you saying that even the questions you haven't seen are inherently easy for some reason? Just curious how you ingest it, because I think it's hard for me to tell with Fibbage 3 because I worked on all the questions, but like there is, if you get like a groove with say Jack or with another trivia game, you can sort of start hinting out like, okay, this seems like what might be the answer based on how they phrased it, or based on like. The thing I would try to do as a kid would be like, well, I wouldn't have written that question unless this was the right answer.
Yeah.
Like,
Absolutely,
it's funny that it's the right answer or whatever.
Thanks for stopping by, William Allison. Have a good night.
Thanks, man.
Did this not have a picture with it?
No,
guess
this
not,
one,
okay.
this is, I think, maybe the only one where,
It didn't have a, okay.
because the picture was so obvious what it is,
That, okay. Yeah, I know what you're
but we made it
talking
a
about.
question anyway because
Yeah.
it was funny.
It's good, yeah.
Those were harder than we thought they'd be, I think.
Yeah, they were.
They
They're
pay
a little hard
off,
to
though.
find, and yeah. Because sometimes they were like just very obvious what they were,
Yeah.
even though they were really like a funny idea.
Yeah.
It's like, well, yeah, that's what you use that for.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
there's only one thing this could be. Periscope for your pores. I could buy that as the answer.
Okay, is the next game still going to be Fibbage? This is going to be our last game.
This is the last one for today, but we will play again next Thursday, if not sooner. And you can play at home by owning the Jackbox Party Pack 3 or 4. or
That's
5
right.
or
For loved
11.
ones to check if you
City
were
of Sada.
buried
Porn
alive.
periscope is
Of
called any
course,
device
now
with
we
internet
just use
connection.
cell
Yeah, but you have to
phones.
like get under your desk.
Yeah.
And, like look at the
It's
porn
about
that
looking at
way.
the porn that's above or behind you. And if porn sneaks up on you, you want to know about it.
Oh yeah, big Arnie reference in Bidiots. Yeah.
There's a Magic Tavern reference in Espionage.
That's
One of
right.
the
Yeah,
sketches.
with Adel. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
And the question is, in the 1940s,
I like this one. I like weird Disney
worked with a
facts.
partner company to design a line of
So
somewhat disturbing
here's a
Mickey Mouse
interesting fact,
blank.
which
Write your lies
I thought it was going to work something into a fibbage, but it's just not that interesting. Apparently, after the success of Disneyland, Walt Disney wanted
Are
to.
you, wait. First, move the mouse.
Oh.
Second, are you about to talk about Universal Studios?
No.
Oh, okay. Because I thought we read the same article. This is the most exciting, fascinating story. Anyway.
So yeah, I'll quit.
No, I'm not even gonna. I didn't mean to like step on
Well,
your story.
yours is going to be way better than mine.
I realized that. I just thought we were cosmically linked for a second, and I got excited. I'm sorry.
Hey, Danny, good to see you.
Hey, Danny.
So Disneyland did really well, I guess, like in the late 50s or something like that. Like it opened up big success. Walt Disney wanted to do a second park, obviously Walt Disney World,
Mm-hmm.
but he wanted to do it in the Midwest, and he wanted to build it in downtown St. Louis.
Right.
And for those of you, I don't know if there's any St. Louisans or
let's take a
Missourians
look.
in the chat. I'm not native to there. I only lived there for a long time. Some of the most stubborn people you've ever met, and they told him, no thank you. So St. Louis, while I love that city, like you just think about like they turned down the ability to have like Disney World,
Disney World.
basically.
After having seen the success of Disneyland, it wasn't like
Yeah.
it was a crazy new idea.
Exactly. They were like, no, that's not really a fit.
We're not. We don't approve of your rabble.
So it wasn't that interesting of a thing. It's just one of those things where like you hear about it and you're like, wow, okay, yeah, you turned down Walt Disney.
Yeah.
And all right. So I'm sorry, what were you going to say?
I didn't mean to glom on. I was just excited because I thought you were going to say my crazy story about that time period is Disneyland was very popular in California.
Uh-huh.
Universal Studios, movie studio, obviously,
You know,
they
World
would do
War II
backstage
fun
tours
kids.
sometimes. So you
Yeah.
come back and see them. This is where we film the movies. And that became a much bigger thing when Disneyland started because it was like people are already here on a vacation.
Mm-hmm.
You might want to come see the behind the scenes of the film studio, but it was a very simple studio tour of just like
Yeah.
going by the buildings in a golf cart. This is where we make movies. Now let's go. There weren't rides really.
Yeah, yeah.
There was maybe like a couple of small
Final
things.
finish. One last question,
So
and it's worth
they talked about
good luck.
okay, Disney World's going to be in Florida. That news got out.
Uh-huh.
And Universal Studios like, well, we're making so much money giving these tours from people who come to see Disney. Why don't we open a small movie studio in Florida just so we can give tours of it for people who are there at Disney World already?
Yeah.
So it'll be Universal Studios tours, and like we're not really going to film a ton of things in Florida, but like okay, it's like whatever. And so like that'll just be like a small side thing where we make a little bit of money.
Yeah.
And Disney found out about that and was like, they're doing what? Well, then we're going to have our own movie-themed thing. And so they started building Hollywood studios because they're like, we're going to have a much better Hollywood behind this store. And then, so then your studio's like, what? They're doing that? Well, then ours is going to be a whole theme park. We'll do the Jaws ride.
So great.
And it's just like crazy. It's like one of the few times where like capitalism worked as intended, where things got better for everybody.
yeah, yeah.
Like, but anyway, I just thought that was funny. And there's all sorts of stuff. If you ever have a chance to look up the history of the Jaws ride, is insane.
Oh,
And it
I feel
nearly
like, yeah,
killed
I've
Steven
heard-
Spielberg.
Yeah, I feel like I've heard some of that stuff. Yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah, but that stuff's just fun.
Where was it? Iron Rhino 25. I'm from there. Yeah, St. Louis definitely would have got a bad deal with like what happened with the Rams. I'm still like I'm not a St. Louisan. Like I said, I'm from close to there.
Yeah.
And I lived there for a long time, and I'm still bitter about the Rams.
Cycling with sexy men. These are good answers. We've been.
Oh, that's right. I'm
All
trying to
right, let's see what
remember.
everybody picked.
It's a good plausible one. Lame and terrible. I seem to remember hearing that story. That's right, Danny.
Yeah, we should just do like a crap. What's the rest of the story, guy? Can't think of his name. And that's the rest of the story.
Is it Ben something?
No, I'm Paul Harvey.
Paul
Thank
Harvey,
you.
thank you.
Um,
Ugh,
yeah, I
now I
remember.
feel
They can have him. Yeah.
dirty.
Yeah, and he died like 15 years ago or something.
I
like
don't
that.
care. I didn't remember his name.
So, yeah, they're originally from California to begin with. It was more just like it wasn't necessarily about like the Rams themselves. We can have a sports discussion some other time.
That's
and I got
for
nothing
the after-hours
against,
stream.
Yeah, I
You
got
should do a stream on your way home in the car where you rant about that.
That's usually me when I listen to like sports radio. Anyways, we should just put a microphone in the car thing. I got nothing against California or the people getting their team back. It was more just like the whole soap opera around it. So the NFL sucks. But
Congratulations to Ms. Daddy for pulling out the win. And, was it a three-way tie for the Lex Cup, too? Well done.
Nice. All right, guys. Well, that was a lot of fun.
It was.
Join us now for our sports wrap-up.
Yeah, so let me ask you this. Winning, is it good?
Yeah, this is a controversial statement. I feel like that we should want our team to win. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's the old way of thinking, but maybe it's time to disrupt that.
This is the new sabermetric model.
That's right. I hired the cheapest Brad Pitts I could find.
So let's take a look really quick at some Jackbox art.
Oh, right. Yes.
Thank
you for not letting me forget that. Thank you, Yuxi. I was going to stupidly forget it.
And it's hashtag Jackbox stream, I believe, right?
Yes. Bye, Cody. Yeah, right.
Yeah. Very nice, very nice.
Very nice faker. It's from Matt, yep.
Nicely done. Here's one from Yuxi.
I love your use of colors, Yuxi, in all these.
Yeah.
I always love the way you sort of blend color. What's the name of the artwork behind me? It is Teaching Your Parents How to Use the Internet. What is it back there? It's from Drawful.
Helping your parents set up their computer. Yeah.
It's from Drawful. We were doing Drawful.
We saw this last week, right?
Yeah,
I think we only had a couple of. So I'll go back to Yuxi's real quick, and then we'll wrap this up.
Okay.
So, very nice, very nice.
It's really cool. Again, if you draw fan art of any of the games or of anything, and make it Jackbox related, you can use hashtag Jackbox stream, and when Yuxi reminds us, we'll actually show it on the stream and enjoy it.
All right.
Yeah. So thanks, guys. Thanks for playing the new Espionage stuff. We'll probably be playing that again at some point. We're testing it too. We're figuring out what the best ways to present it are, so it's nice to have people's feedback.
That's right.
Make sure to join us next Thursday, same bat time, and see you next week.
See you guys. Bye.
Bye.